Hey guys, Rick Stone here from Stony Acres Gardening. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about humidity domes. That's these guys right here that you can put on top of your seedlings. And we're going to talk to you about why I don't think you should be using these and what you should be using instead. Now before we get started, please make sure you get subscribed to my channel and click that notification bell so you get noticed every time I release new videos. So we're all about seed starting around our place. We grow 100% of our seedlings most years. Last year I bought 2 seedlings. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But we want to grow our own seedlings and we want you to grow your own seedlings. And so we're trying to teach you guys a little bit more about that this year. And one of the things that you will often see when you buy these little kits like this from your local nursery, you can even just get them at grocery stores. I've seen them there. They come with these humidity domes on top. And I am not a big fan of these humidity domes. So let me explain to you why. I want you to use inexpensive lights for your growing setup because I don't want you to spend hundreds of dollars on a grow light. That makes seed starting out of reach for a lot of people. Instead, I want you to use these inexpensive shop lights. These are 4-foot long shop lights, and I've got 2 of them here. I have seen them on sale for as little as $30 for 2 of them. These that I bought were $30 each, so about $60, but they are really inexpensive. And as long as you get them with at least about 4,000 looms, you should be in pretty good shape, and they're going to work really well for seed starting. In fact, if you want to learn a little bit more about those lights, I actually did a video a couple of weeks ago that you can go check out there. But the key with these shop lights is you need to get them very close to the plants because we don't want our plants to become leggy. So let me show you. These are some seedlings that I just put in last weekend. So we've got some kale seedlings here and we've got some broccoli seedlings here. And if you notice, these are nice stocky plants. And that is because I've got the lights down really close to the surface of these plants. That gives them plenty of light and prevents them from stretching and becoming leggy. Because when a plant becomes leggy, it's a disaster for most varieties of plants. And especially like the Brassica family, they really like to get leggy. And so getting those lights down close, about 1 inch from the surface of the plants, is really important early on in the growing process. As the plants get mature and they start to get more leaves, it becomes less and less important to have them this close. But at the beginning, we really need to have them this close. So let me show you what happens with these humidity domes. This is kind of a standard size humidity dome. I have seen them even taller than this, but look, it won't fit under those plants or under these lights so that we can get the lights close enough. So we end up having to go all the way up here because we obviously don't want the lights to sit on top of that plastic. So we've got to come all the way up here. That puts the light source like 4 inches away from our seedlings, which is way too far. It's going to cause legginess in our plants. And so I just don't think that these humidity domes are a good idea. There is a very simple, very inexpensive solution that I use instead. And that is to just use a little bit of plastic wrap. So I've just got a little bit of plastic wrap. And for those of you that are freaking out about a disposable plastic wrap, I don't throw this away. I keep this piece right here I've been using for about 7 years, okay? And we're just gonna basically throw this on top. You can see there's some humidity under there. It's doing exactly what we need, holding in the moisture so that those seedlings will germinate quicker. But it allows us to still be able to put this underneath the lights and get those lights really close to those seedlings. You can see I've got some onions that are just coming up right here. And we want those lights to be fairly close early on as those plants get established. And we want that, same thing with every type of plant that we're going to be growing. So simple little piece of plastic wrap, you're going to keep that on until the seedlings germinate, pretty much till you have even germination across the tray. Then you're going to take it off and away we go. And you just can't do that with the lights close and have those humidity domes. So I just don't think that humidity domes are a great idea. And these kits come with them. I want you to get those lights closer. It's going to give you overall healthier, stronger plants if you don't use a humidity dome and you instead just use a little bit of plastic wrap, okay? So hopefully that makes sense to you guys and helps you guys out. So like I said earlier, we are all about making sure that you guys learn how to grow your own seedlings this season. Last year, I told you I bought 2 plants myself. I bought 1 tomato plant because I had a variety that I wasn't able to find seeds for, and then I bought a sage plant that just happened to be sitting out in a nursery and it looked so good I couldn't resist. Both of those cost me $6 each, and that is a very standard price for seedlings. It was in a 3-inch pot, very standard price. So learning to grow your own seedlings is going to save you so much money when it comes to putting in a garden. I couldn't even fathom having to buy the hundreds of different seedlings that we grow throughout the season. It would make gardening out of reach for me, at least at the scale that we do it. The other thing that growing your own seedlings does is it opens up this huge variety of different plants that you can grow. So this right here is broccoli, and it's a broccoli variety that I like to grow here in Utah. It's called Calabrese, and it is not a variety that is available at nurseries. The only way that I can get it is to buy the seeds and start the seedlings myself. Okay, if I want to have that, it's a nice 65-day maturity variety that does really well in our short spring environment. I can't get that in a nursery. I have to buy the seeds and start the seedlings myself. The other thing is, I'm all about pushing the boundaries a little bit, breaking the rules, getting things in a little bit sooner, especially with cool season plants. I feel like cool season plants are hardier than a lot of people give them credit for. So I'm planting my broccoli, a month before my last frost date, and I'm planting lettuce 6 weeks, maybe sometimes even 8 weeks before my last frost date, maybe covering them with a cold frame or a hoop house or something like that. But we're trying to get those in early and push those boundaries. We can't get that kind of timing from a nursery. I can't find them at the times that I want to get them in. And so seed starting also helps you with that overall process and the timing as well. So we want to teach you guys how to grow your own seedlings this year. So we've got a bunch of resources for you. One of them is our free seed starting workshop. We're doing it one more time. We've already done it 2 other times. We're going to do it 3 times this season. The last event will be on the 13th of February. So there's a link. You can click on that to sign up for it down below. Or we've got our seed starting challenge, which is a 7-day challenge that we do every year. Costs $29 to join, and we're going to go through and walk you through the entire process over those 7 days and get you starting your own seedlings. We also have our full-blown Seed Starting Simplified course. Links to both of those, the challenge and the Seed Starting Simplified course, are down in the description of the video as well. So we want to teach you guys how to make this happen so that you're not having to spend $6 for seedlings this year. So go check out those resources down below. All right, that's all I have for you this week, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. Happy gardening. Hey guys, thanks again for watching, and make sure you get subscribed to my channel. Here's a couple of videos that YouTube thinks you're really going to enjoy. And I also wanted to have you go check out the Gardening Academy, which is our monthly membership service where we grow great gardeners. There's a link in the description of this video you can click on to learn more, but I'd love to have you join us over there. Happy gardening.